Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing good today. Oh, wait. I think we're stable. I never know. I might have been a little quiet there because my gain was down a little bit, but that's how it be sometimes. Yeah, it's really weird being able to adjust things because I think I accidentally touched it a couple of times when I was talking the other day. It was weird. But anyways, I hope everyone's doing good. I am doing stream a lot later tonight because I got busy trying to do some things and helping my grandpa, so yeah. But I'll probably play for a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how long I go. I don't know. Only time will tell. But I felt like streaming today, even though I didn't know if I was going to stream or not. So yeah. But anyways, hope everyone's doing good, and I'm doing so. It's just kind of middle of the work week vibes. So let me switch on over to that Katamari, because I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. It's been months since we played this, and I've honestly been craving it ever since, but I didn't know where to fit it in. So I'm fitting it in right now. Right now. Yeah. But anyways, hi people. Hope you're doing good today. I just felt like wearing a skirt today, I suppose. I don't know. I'm so ready for fucking Katamari. It excited me because yesterday I was watching Liz play Katamari too. I was like, fuck yeah. Please, more Katamari. So now here I am. Thank you. Yeah, my friend Amarai made it. She's the one who makes all the little outfits that I have. Yeah, it's one that's that was based on a dress shirt that she likes putting on her characters and a skirt that she wears in real life. And I'm like, damn, I want to wear that. I usually don't like skirts, but that one sounds really cool because I love bringing the up every time someone thinks it's neat. But the entire idea of the skirt is it's extremely long and it's like a blanket, and that sold it to me. I'm like, a blanket that you walk around with that is socially acceptable. I like that. Well, it doesn't have to be socially acceptable, but it seems like a skirt that I would like. Also, the pink shirt on there is a one that I usually wear, so yeah. It does. I've seen her wear it. She wears it from, you know, where I'm wearing it all the way, goes like way past her knees. It's crazy. It's very long. But yeah. It's very good. Okay, yeah, let's go. I meant to go earlier today, but yeah. Well, definitely. Oh, I forgot. That's the reason I usually don't do that on stream. I have not played a PS3 game in a long time on here. Sorry, that's a switching thing that usually happens. Because of how I have to record it. Look at it. It's my favorite little fuckers that I want to choke. Bandai Namco. I love them, legitimately. But where's my Katamari? They did make Rerolled recently. Can't be entirely mad. Oh, it's so quiet now. It's always the intro musics and everything. They're always so loud. Okay, so I remember when we were going through this, we were getting 100% completion because I started this file at the beginning of the year. I played this one in 2021. Wow. I'm surprised. Yeah, we got comfy clothes, comfy vibes. We're all good. I love it. I think we're probably going to save the princess because I'm starting to feel like she's just kind of my aesthetic, so it works out. This works out a little bit. I love all the silly little characters in here, though. They're just so wacky. You know, I said I was just gonna be me, but I might just look at all the cousins again. There's Johnson, classic. Ichigo's classic. What was the one that was camo? I don't know, I'm just kind of reliving, you know, stuff. But yeah, it's nice to see you, May. Hope you're having a good day. I think I got too caught up in talking about the outfit. I do that. Oh yeah, Paper Mario. Anyways, there's some really neat cousins. Oh, that's right, Sherman. Oh. Oh, I love that little snowman. I'm gonna keep it pink. I'm gonna keep it pink. Been okay so far? Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's also been okay over here. Yeah, Sherman's cute. Wait, I don't think I saw the last page of Cousins, actually, now that I think about it. She wasn't the last page. Oh no, she was. I'll be damned. Honestly, a lot of the ones on the last page are some of my favorites. I think I really like Sherman, Princess, Drive, Dangle, and Mag. Mag's a classic. I love Mag. Robots totally giant fancy. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Sherman. I'm gonna figure out an outfit for Sherman. That's something that I used to do every time when we would go through and do these. It's always so fun seeing what they have for their hats. What's their flower? It's a little hair. That's cute. Oh no, wait, no. Oh, that's their wig. Interesting. Yeah, from what I know, I think we're trying to get presents, so I'll just casually go about them or just play whatever stage, really. Tuck Fortress. I'm liking those glasses. Not a lot of body pieces that we need to get. Still have the bikini. Oh, it's right, their formal outfit that just puts stuff in them. Yeah, I just want them to be a conglomeration of everything. Yeah, let's do that. I like this outfit. Who doesn't need a bicycle on hand? Yeah. Oh my lord, one of the best things about this game is that a lot of the outfits in the game adaptively change for each character if you haven't seen Forever or Katamari at all. Like each different cousin has a different outfit and I love it. Oh wait, is that the one that's the screen? You are. Okay, I'm only gonna walk around with them for a little bit, but I love Jungle because Jungle's entire concept is that it mirrors the entire screen whenever you go anywhere. It's really dumb and I love it. Okay. I've only ever seen Damacy. Yeah! Damacy is a really good classic one. It's really good, but this one just is... Forever is fucking crazy. It is packed with stuff. It was my second Katamari game, I want to say. Okay, so what are we missing stuff on? It's going to be hard to see because I'm in the way. So I might just snap myself for a second, just so I can see everything on screen. And I'm also going to bring up the list, because there's a list. I remember that I always look through. Forever present list. We've gotten every cousin, but we haven't gotten every present. So we're going to try and look for them. I really love all the different modes. If I just get a chance to do a forever or drive, I totally will, honestly. Forever. Yes. Oh, don't tell me what it is. Tell me where it is. Which one was it? Was it the GameFAQs one? It might have been the GameFAQs one. I'll go with this one for now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna snap myself just for a second, just so we can just look. You know what I can do? You know, I can move. Surprisingly enough, I can move. Okay. Oh god, we're missing one on cows and bears. Do I just, instead of relaxing, do I have a bad time? That was the one that I said I was going to go off stream. I remember this now. It's all flooding back to me. We have the technology. Wait. We have the technology. The zoom still fits really well. In fact, even better so since I'm in the middle of the screen, coincidentally. Ha. Technology. Anyways. Yeah. I can do sumo. What does sumo have? Yeah, because you can actually search, right? No, I don't know. This is too old. I don't mean to say it's too old, but I'm not used to forms anymore. I used to use them all the time, but now I don't remember. Was it this one? Is this the RoboKing? RoboKing, yeah. You need RoboKing. And then Sumo. Energy, Moon, Sprinkler, Race. Oh no, this is the King of the Cosmos. Sumo. Cousins. Damn, this doesn't tell me where the present is? I remember this being a thing. I always like being slightly aware before I go in. I'm gonna check the other ones too, if there's any more king ones. Oh, there's the just right one. Yeah, I remember the just right ones being weird. Tackle those too. I could probably put this on screen, but I'm already too deep in. Present locations. You know what I could do? There probably are compilation videos instead. I could just watch those instead. And I'm not seeing anything for those so far. So far it's cousin locations. You know what? Let's just wing it. We'll wing it with this one. And then maybe I could change things later. Yeah. There you go. I have successfully moved. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with this one. What song am I in the mood for? Oh, Everlasting Love. Yeah. Hello, Sherman. How you roll about here? BTW. Any Katamari Drive or Eternal these days? Not here. We can't. Don't you get tired of the same old rules? No? Yeah, that sums it about up. I'm still surprised about how much text that they have in this game. Like, legitimately, it's so wild. This one you just eat a bunch. I get it. You want to defeat the other sumo wrestler. Oh, wasn't the problem with this one is that I couldn't find... is there lore? In Forever, that's questionable. It depends. The lore... If you're talking about the lore for the sumo wrestler, he does just absorb the food. I remember that being basically it. But the main lore is that a robot gets depressed. And honestly, I'm all for robots. Oh god! Oh, someone didn't follow me. You see, this is why I said I was gonna get confused. For people who don't know, this game has like my raid and follow notification because I pulled a lot of sound effects from this when I made my initial sound effects. I listened to all the sound effects and I downloaded them. So yeah. It just confuses me whenever I play Katamari. But yeah, pretty much the lore is that the king got amnesia in this game, and he went into a coma and forgot everything, so the cousins tried to recreate him, but the robot basically ended up being the exact opposite, and he's always depressed and feeling bad about everything. So he's the exact opposite of the king's charisma. So the entire point of the game is to restore the memories, and then eventually the king's like, I hate him. You should get rid of him. And that's the end of the game. Honestly, that's the lore in a nutshell. This game is about the restoring the memories of someone who's like, I don't know what's going on. Who am I? And then the robot's entertaining, but very self-deprecating. That's pretty much it. I think one of the favorite things that I like about this game is that they give you so much like little customizability things and everything. Look at Miso enjoying the fish and rolls. If I remember correctly, wasn't the present like... It was over here, right? Yeah, because it's right up there. So we gotta roll up everything, and I think I didn't time it at the right time. So that's why I did the regular one. Because I think I did drive to make it go faster, so I can handle this one. It's just the timing in order to get the sumo wrestler. That's what happened when I played this. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. You know you can make a song for all who feel love. We are smart. We are smart. Do. You ever just sing a song for all who feel love? Not me. That sounds like too much responsibility, especially for someone who is majorly on the asexual spectrum. I don't know where love is. I'm kidding. Oh, it's under a minute. But it must be done. It's true. It needs to be done. Oh, do the presents not come out if the guy ain't there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's an issue. I did not realize that. Well. Gonna be time for a retry. Okay, I remember where it is though. Just a smidgen of a retry. Just a little bit. Just maybe. Leveling up again. Yes. You know, one of the things that I don't remember if it's in the original Katamari, but I think I love that with the Roboking, how the interactions are for when you just start going at some point. I'll try and do it during the next one. Yeah, I just have a really strong connection to this game because it was my second Katamari game, but I just remember when I played this game, I had like the right atmosphere. It was really rainy outside, nothing was going on, and I just got this game in December. My parents somehow found a copy of this because I told my parents I really need a physical copy of Katamari. I would really love if you could help me find one. So they did, and this game is fun, and just having the rain and everything, just in the right mood and everything, it was nice. Then it just became my comfort game. The original one was, and same with some of the other ones, but I liked them because I watched other YouTubers play them. So it was always just really comfy for me, even before I picked up the game. But yeah. By the way, it goes a little bit the same now that I have my notifications of Katamari Sense. The fact that this is one of the games that I consistently come back to, no matter how long it's been, is might mean I like it a little bit, just a little bit. Not one of my favorite games ever. Deeper. Okay, I think we're almost big enough to wait for the present. I think the problem before was that I just happened to be rolling up the guy who threw the presents. I still don't try and think about the fact that you can roll up people and eat them. That's not my job. That's for the rest of the internet. Hey, there we go. Now let's do normal. Oh, was that a box? We remember a present. I'll gift to Sherman and Co. Do not lose it. Did that happen because Sherman's name is too long? I remember it usually appearing on there. That's funny. There we go, we got a couple of the things. That was a really good heart. I got that at the perfect time. Sweet. This might be my record. That guy just hogging all the curry. Get some for the rest of us. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, I'm just gonna casually get everything around here. Don't mind me. Get the cakes. Yeah, I usually don't do this good on this one. I'm pleasantly surprised. I know that I'm getting really greedy, but it's fine. Win. You win. You ate and rolled and quested, and now you're a whole different person, unrecognizable. Oh, we're so pleased. Let's be off. Yeah, I bet that pleases you, King. I love him, but it's just fun to be aggressive to him, you know? We did do it, though. I want to see what present we got. Are we going to get a sumo outfit? We're stuffed. Total indigestion awareness. Dessert? Maybe a little. That's how... And how's our wrestler? Oh, you must be dieting. Wait, did you retire? What did you get the most? Ah, food. And Japanese dishes. Yep. Hey, 75! That's the best I've done. Honestly, not so good. A career-ending journey. Thanks! That's what I got C's for. Oh! Oh, it's a wrestling bell! Oh, okay, I got it. Because they're calling it wrestling. Okay. That's cute. Better than last. Let's make it a star. Do I go do cows and bears? I think for that one I would need to look it up though. The thing that's unfortunate about this is that the wiki doesn't show me where everything is, and that's unfortunate. We'll go there though. I have no idea what happens when you 100% this. I'm pretty sure you get that last We Heart Katamari minigame, but not sure. I'm gonna click on this video in case it happens to have the presents in there. Just in case. Okay, Cosmo. No. Yeah, this ain't gonna be the presents, is it? No, those are the cousins. Oh, did someone make a Google Docs for it? Oh. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, good. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, let me put this up on screen. So I can just share it. There we go. There we go. There we go. That isn't what I wanted. Whoops. There we go. Now you guys got to judge how many tabs I've opened. I'm joking. So let's see here. Wait. Oh, wait. No, this is for the collection. Well, didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. I saw the collection and I'm like, collectors! See, they have it for different games. Wait. Oh, that's reroll. Damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna fuck it. If I can have fun with Katamari, I'll do it on this. I swear. I'm gonna use the comic book filter so I can feel happy. Yes, cherry trees. So, just wanted to take the time to ask why. I ask this same thing whenever I play this level. Why Katamari? Lifestyle, inertia, compulsion. Mainstream, it's not. But then again, what is? So true. You see, I take the time to read the King's lines because it adds to the lore of the game. It tells you so much about who he is as a person. He's just all about... Wait. Is it the Steam? Please tell me this is not Katamari. Fuck, it's Katamari Rerolled. Damn it. Oh, I was going to show what happens if you do it early. Right. Oh no, this one it doesn't let you do it right. Because it's trying to be like, do this. Because you could fail. Okay, let's go present shopping. Probably roll into a small bear. Give up. Cry about it a little. You know, the normal. Oh, the bear statues. I feel like if they make bears and cows, it's nice that they give it such a big amount of time. But you know what would be nicer? Other than it not existing, would be the fact that it would be infinite, because I feel like that would take more stress off of it, other than having random small things that was like, how is that a cow or a bear? There. Other than that, nope. Okay. Please tell me that the present's easy to find. Oh wait, I'm starting to visualize it. Wasn't it somewhere over here? Or no? It was like down this river or something. There's one of the ones that was like in a water in a cave. It was like in a cave or something. That's a bull. Wait, are bulls considered cows? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm gonna be careful about it either way. The big watermelon in the river. Actually really is, ain't it? I would feed a lot of people. I'd be happy having that. No! Okay. Fucking evil bear. Evil frickin' bear. I remember that there's a bear over here, so we have to be careful, but we're gonna take the risk. Watermelon bear attack. It was the bait. It was the bait. They knew what they were doing. Some cave near the water. See, I don't want to pick up the cow cousin either. Yeah, it has to be the one in the cave then. Where is it? Don't you dare get close to me. Don't touch me. Oh! I almost fucking rolled into those cones. For people who don't know, literally anything that has a cow design or can be vaguely picked up as a cow is considered a cow. It's evil, I'm telling you. Whoever designed this chemically engineered it to give you anxiety. Oh gosh, the sea cows. Okay, I'm gonna go. No! Oh my lord! Who would do that? That's crazy. fucking run around with a bear. I don't want to have to do this all over again. It's somewhere out here. Not that many things out here. Is it here? No, it's just some truck. It's always so interesting trying to go around for stuff. What is that? Is that a statue? I don't know if I want to touch that. I'm not going to. That doesn't look like the present. I don't think it's out in the ocean. I'm trying to think it's not. It's not the one in the tower. That was the drive one. I still don't think I got that one. Well, it's so zoomy fast. Circle around the whole island now. It must be in the middle then. That was a dangerous jump. Don't say I wasn't brave and reckless. No! I don't want to fall in the bowl. I say that would be bowl. I'm trying to think. Where would it be? On this island. Because we pretty much lapped the whole thing. Maybe I was looking at the guide and it was for the original Katamari. And that one I said fuck it. Present on the back. No, it isn't. Inside the mall? It might be. Could be. Oh no. We'll figure out what things are. And I hope people coming in is having good days. It's just gonna be a super chill stream, honestly. I really needed it after last one. I streamed for 9 hours. It literally affected me for the past couple days. I'm like, yeah, that's when you realize that you probably shouldn't do that. Thank you, you too, man. I hope you do too. Yeah. I like those sometimes. You know what? Interesting store name. Wait, what is it? Oh, Peacock. Peacock's really cute. I like it. It is pretty good. I like it. Was there any other guides? Yeah, because I would love to go to a store that was named after a bird. I would do that all the time. I would go there all the time if so. Man, it's really hard finding guides for this game. I feel like Forever was a weird game because it came out after the Katamari, like, boom, when the first one came out. It wasn't at all like a dud or anything. I always find it so hard to find things on it compared to like the original. But that's also because people are still finding stuff out about this game. It's so weird. No cousin locations. What about just looking for cows and bears? That's Robo King. Regular King. Wings. Sumo. Money. Cows and bears. It pops out of the car wash and the quickly pops back in. Oh, it's in the car wash. We're right. I think. Wait, is this a car wash? I thought this was a general store. Oh, that's a car wash over there. Oh. No! Not the cow, man! We were right next to it too. I hate this level. Why? It's just no. I was so close. Right when I learned what it was, and it was right there. Ugh. Hi. I love cows and bears. I'm sure if you're a fan of Katamari, you know that cows and bears is the best. The best ever. I got a really big cow, which is cool and all, but like, I don't know. Damn it. That's one of the 3 animals. Oh. Oh. So we're gonna have to take chances on RNG. For the car wash. I see what you're saying now. The third one's of a bird, of course. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they're pandering to me. I'd love to see the bird. Shut up, King. Not right now. I feel betrayed. Oh! Oh, I see what you mean. Bird is a good animal. I may have a little bit of bias. By, cough, cough. Wheeze, wheeze. Anyways. Yeah. No! I forgot! I forgot. Totally forgot. Just totally forgot. It's fine. It's just cows and bears. Yeah. Yeah, no way! No. How could I? How could I? Speaking about the other half of me, I know that you saw this already, May, but for other people who could be lurking or watching, I do want to share my new daughter I got. Let's take an intermittent break from this for a second. I did mayhap possibly by a character, which I haven't done in a while, but I find it fun. But if we go to this, you can let him auto scroll. Is a new character I got from someone who's called Maisley Barn. And they had some Poke Fusions that they made, but they made this really cute rabbit. A cute little like Banary like Sawsbuck fusion. Sawsbuck is like one of my favorite Pokemon. So I saw this, I'm like, so adorable, and then body type, I love it. And then also, I was in the middle of doing an art trade with my significant other Archie, and they drew them really well. Drew her well. Yeah, daughter break, exactly. Daughter break. See, it's auto scrolling, it's fine. Anyways, I need to draw their thing because they had one that was a Flygon Arcanine, and it's 2 of their favorites. So I was gonna do that at some point, but yeah, they drew my daughter. Very cute. I always like the way that they do stuff and like the little sheens and everything. It's always fucking wild. Such a good artist. I love my significant other / girlfriend. They're great. I don't know what. I guess I could say mate. But they really, I don't know. They're just like, it's so used to it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's what they said. I'm like, okay. I don't know. Either way. Really love it. And I'm gonna need to draw them at some point, which might be tonight, tomorrow. Anyways, fuck cows and bears. Break with daughter over. I like Archie Upsmaster. What else can I say? They probably already knew that. It's because I tell them like every day, but you know, whatever. Fine. Anyways. Bales. Bales. Cows. Cows and bears. Cows and bears. Cows and bears, everyone. I don't want to linger on this one. I swear to God. I'm not going to get stuck in this cycle. This is what happens to me all the time. We can do this. I'm not going to be stunlocked. We're good. We're going to be good, everyone. There's a chill stream. Cows and bears doesn't exist. It's fine. It's fine. I really listen to that. Maybe I'll do one of the Robo King stages because those ones have less requirements after this one. The king ones, they like group them up for the king and him depending on what the objective is. Usually there's a lot more stricter ones for the king. Although I would say the rest of them are really good still. To be fair. Like the heat one is really fun to do. Bonfire is still weird, but once you get a rhythm down, it can be pretty fun. There's no rhythm for this game. It's just try not have your hopes and dreams dashed. Really, if you think about it. But you know, I love Katamari. Honestly, my favorite Katamari game is the one that won't have cows and bears. If they make a modern one, I feel like that's the logical step to take. Legitimately. But honestly, I feel like they probably would. Seeing how they probably have a lot more modern things now and people knowing more about the game again. But yeah, the Switch one has them, but that's because it's the remake of the original. In like every single way. So I'm hoping more people see cows and bears there and they're like, you know what, how about if we make a new one? We do that. Yeah, it's a remake with a lot of graphical touch-ups. But that means that more people are going to see it, so maybe it means more feedback. I love seeing the deer. Okay, we can go to the car wash probably, right? Please don't let there be cow. Please don't let there be cow. Okay. Cool. Car. We just gotta wait the car wash. Car. Seems like there's a thing coming out of it every once in a while. Hopefully none of them's a cow or a bear. That's a bull. Let's go again! No, the bull bunted me into something else. I think that's the bait. That's the bait that they try and do. They try and make one of the cars of the bulls bump you into a bear. I will get over cows and bears. I will get the present. And then I could replay this and never touch this ever again. Katamari is a relaxing and calming game, believe me. Please believe me. But believe it or not, it actually has been pretty calm so far. It's just, you know, I still gotta say at the base of the game, this game is still just pretty calm. You know, doesn't change the base of the game to have this as the requirement, but you know. Definitely not as fun as like the money ones or some of the other ones, I would say. Although I've got to be honest, I don't know if I've met a cows and bears fan. If there ever are any, I would actually love to hear your opinions because I feel like that would be a really unique take to me. But we are going, and we can appreciate that. Maybe I need to get big enough in order to have the bowl not matter. Maybe so nothing can bunt me over. Maybe that's what we need to focus on. Getting bigger first. This time. Why does it sound like this is a mix of French and Japanese, and how have I never noticed that? I do know a little bit of both. Does sound majorly Japanese though, so maybe that was just me hearing something. Yeah, because that's where they were, right back there. I'm gonna look out and try and see what gives you the present. I'm gonna wait instead. Well, it's not on that thing. Not in the race car. I remember one of them being in the race car in the racing level. A locker? Is it in the locker? Oh! Yellow car. It's right after locker then. Oh, that's evil. I knew they would do something like that. That's evil. Fish. Tiger. Did it get flattened? Is it flat? Yeah, so evil. How could they? They just put a little freaking baby cow in there. You know, maybe this is a joke to all the developers, and they like doing this one because they like the idea of it in a game like this. I gotta wait after the locker because I think it's still going in the same order. Wait, didn't we already see red and green car? Oh, locker. Woohoo! Yeah! Come here. Oh. Whatever hits me next, be my guest. I don't care anymore. I don't ever have to play this level again. Woo! Take me home. Run that baby cow or the bull in me. I don't care which. Or the truck. I'm fine with that. Okay. I legitimately didn't read what the thing had. Also, I should probably show the guide up, but I don't want to immediately blind everyone. Oh, you know what's easy though? The cool thing about this Opera GX thing is that it does have a auto dark feature, which is neat. Where it makes any page that has a lot of white actually turn black. I could do that. Ah, much better. Beautiful. We'll show this after we look at our prize. Right, we were worrying about our prize first. Over 60 points. I got the present. It's a mustache and a goatee. That's cute, isn't it? Wasn't there a present? Try again. Who turned this into a prize draw? Wasn't us. That's gotcha. Fun fact for people, by the way. Did you know that there's a Katamari game that was exclusive to Korea that was an MMO? You got to play with people online and do some of the puzzles. And you would be able to see their characters because you could make your own cousin in the game. Yeah, it was like legitimately you got to walk around and make your own cousin and everything. And they had the servers up in Korea. It was crazy. What was it called again? I'm gonna look this up. I usually tend to be this way when I'm doing these streams anyways. Yeah, Katamari Damacy Online. Yeah, this was it. This was it. Yeah. A Korean game that was first developed by Bluebird Studio. And it shut down in 2012. But, the entire plot was that you kind of got to make your own little cousins and everything. Like, look, as you get to dress them up, and that one looks like a lot more unique and custom and everything. The menuing system. You could buy currencies to dress up your cousin however you wanted. I wish that they brought this to anywhere else, even Japan. It would have been so neat. They had a Pringles promotion? I know, right? Right? I'm telling you. It was probably because of the time it was made. Pringles cousin, yeah, it was funny. Let me see here. New features in gameplay. New features are added to Katamari and Masan. Most notably, a house system. There's a housing system in this game, which allowed users to create their own islands. What? Please, Bandai. Translate this and bring this to everyone. Hello? Hello? Please, resurrect this. Buy this from the studio. If you can't publish it, please buy it. Remaster and make this. Or like bring over Beautiful Katamari or something. Also, it's a lot like Beautiful Katamari. I forgot about that. But please, this would be so neat. It has a housing system. What the hell? I forgot about that. There also have been mentions of in-game virtual pets. Wow. Katamari Online also introduced a new method of collecting cousins. Which can be bought with coins. Okay, that makes sense. Is there a project to bring this game back? Have the fans done it? Oh, they also had a few exclusive cousins, by the way. Right, they also had exclusive cousins in this one. Like 8-bit. Look at this one! That's like so neat. I'm telling you, Bandai Namco. I keep talking about this game whenever I play this. I would love to see this game. I have no idea how you would get it, but this would be the MMO I shell my life out to. Not even like a contest. I know that I play and love 14, but this would easily take over. 14's a great game and everything, but if I had this, I would be gone. No, I would still be playing 14, but like Bandai. Please. Please, look at this. It's so cool. Whenever I show anyone this, they're like, oh, that's so awesome. I've never heard anything about it. And I'm like, yeah. Like, please. I'm gonna highlight a couple of other cousins, then go off. Just wait, what's the advertising with this game? Does the developer really love the king? Does he think he's hot because he has the beautiful Katamari outfit? What? Is that an official cosplay of the king? What? What? Oh. Holy shit, that's awesome. He had 2 girls and everything. Holy fuck. Did they have physical places where you could play this game? What? I didn't know this part. Please, please, Bandai. The more I find out, the more I want it. I forget who else was interesting. You're too blurry. Was air fun? Air was just clouds. You know what? Fair. Was it wire? That's right. They're just wire. Okay. Anyways, other than getting distracted by this a little bit, there's a lot of oh, they're like a little lipstick. I love them. What? Okay, Bandai Namco, please. I'm just saying. Right? Just kind of gender. Just a little bit. Give the players the option to choose another Katamari shop. They would probably unlock different Katamaris for the choosing. Wait, could you change your ball? Fucking Bandai! Please! Please! This lasted like 5 years. Make it last another 5 so I can be there. Oh. Mario Online had multiple maps. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they even had the multiplayer maps. That's cool. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play the game. This is just too neat to me. Right? Holy shit, if that actually happened. They already have yokai in there, so that would kind of destroy me. That would actually destroy me. Actually, how does the mustache look on Sherman? Kind of curious. God, if that happened, the chill wiki browsing stream. I love looking up stuff. I like legitimately, like, if I did that, I would be here maybe longer than the Final Fantasy 14 stream. I love learning stuff. I might consider that for an idea. Because one of the things that I used to do when I was a kid is that I would just look up something random and go on a tangent and look on it look at it for my day off. Oh, I might want to get the comments. I did not consider that. It's really fun. Oh, ooh, we could do it for this one. Ooh, yeah. Let's do make a star 11 as large as possible. Whoops. Sorry. Feet reveal, I don't have any feet. I also don't, I have hooves. I want to look for this one. Yeah, I would love to do something like that. I was thinking of doing some fun things for when I actually have my next anniversary, which would be January 25th, because that's when I first streamed Katamari, which would be 3 years of streaming. Because, yeah, that's when I first streamed Katamari. I got stuff for it before, but I didn't start because I was a coward and I didn't think people would like watching shiny hunting. I don't know why I thought that. It was such a dumb thing. I did do shiny hunting for a while though, and I liked it. But yeah, for some reason I just didn't do it for a couple of months because I thought no one liked shiny hunting until Korn egged me on. So yeah, you do that sometimes. I feel like that's way more popular nowadays. It kind of is, isn't it? It got really... I feel like it got really more crazy when there was the old intended way in the Legends Arceus. I feel like that made it really crazy. If they have a really good shiny hunting method in the new Pokemon game, I would go bananas. Actual bananas. Like, I would be like a fucking dog, because that's like what me and Archie do. You know, I'll talk about a shiny in a little bit, but I'm gonna find out where this thing is because I know that will take a minute. Yeah, we sometimes just shiny hunt for fun. That's all I'll say for now until I get into a large thing that I don't know if I've said for a while or not, but you know, I forget things. Yeah, shiny hunting has got way more popular now. Let's see here. Nickel. What are we looking for? Okay, second to last one. Norn. Nickel. Wait, this is the cousin guide. Oh, okay. So we just have to look for RoboKing 11. The fun thing about RoboKing is that it's so easy to find everything because they're all numerical. Where's 11? Isn't 11 supposed to come after 10? Wait. Where is it? Yeah, that's sure 11. I sure don't see an 11 here. Oh, it's because of it accidentally putting this here. Okay. Probably the drums. I think I have Mount Fuji. Rufus School. Get after 3M, but before 12. Got it. Got it. Let's use Eternal so it's way more chill. Now this is one of the reasons I like the game. I love this game because there's so many different ways to play it. If they had a new Katamari game, I don't know if they could do more modes, but I like the idea of having a bunch of modes that may not even work for the levels. I think it's neat. Wood texture.
Eternal Kaitino. Encore. Encore. Give a performance that will keep them standing with an eternal ovation.
Be depressing. What happened to you? Weren't you always afraid that the king was going to beat the shit out of you because he was going on bicycling today and he looked at you in a weird way? So he's going to like absolutely trash you?
The stress-free life of Katamari mode. I wasn't done talking. I didn't even get to safely lecture.
Oh yeah, the safety lecture. That's fine. I'm sure we won't burst into flames because we're made of wood. That would never happen. It's funny that it's this stage again that we start off with. Yeah, this one's really fun because this is like the feature mode of the game. Katamari Drive is really neat, but I think it existed in some of the other Katamari games and was a sub mode that was in the racing level. But I really like this because you don't have a timer and you just press a button whenever you're done. Like, it doesn't matter. So even if if something came up in chat, I could just stop, put my controller down, and then I'll be fine. Like, you could like leave the game on and just let it do whatever. You'll be fine. Yeah, it's really great. It's like my favorite way to play this game. I need to brush up on my Japanese, it's been a while. I need to learn shit. Police are trying to stop me, I'll get out of here. Don't want anything to do with me. This song is just... It relaxes me to my core. Rolling Star. Rolling Star. Rolling Star. Right, I have to look now. Where is that? The roof of the school. Okay, right here. Actually, right here. Oh yeah, this one's really tricky, huh? Oh, yeah, that's weird. This one of the walls that you can roll up. Oh! Hey! That one's oddly specific. Yeah, because that one would probably, like, range out.
Oh, it's a present of something. Well, if you find more, be sure to roll them up.
That was a cool secret. Thank you. I would say that if I was to say I was the best at any game, it would probably be Forever. I've gotten really used to its controls. I don't think I'm amazing at stuff, but if I was to say I was the best at anything, it would probably be this. Out of all my skill sets, I would say. So I want to say thank you everyone so much for coming around for this so far. I love doing Katamari. It's my time to just sort of like space out and talk. That's what this whole game is. I like these big ones, so I think I'm just gonna keep going until I feel good about it. That sounds fun. Oh, I was gonna share the thing about shiny hunting, right? For shiny hunting, I had this thing going on for a while where for, I want to say maybe like 8 years now, pretty much near when I started dating Archie. We were going to do a shiny soul lock where, for people who don't know, it's a Nuzlocke where, as a soul lock implies, when one of your friend's Pokemon dies, so does the other one that was caught at the same route. So they're kind of like, you know, brothers and sisters. But we'd give them a few lives and not do every route, because that would get crazy for doing shiny hunting. So the shiny part implies that we shiny hunt for each one, and we give them like 3 lives. And we get like 3 Pokemon we can catch. Yeah, it was kind of like an interesting difficulty thing, and like that game is the luckiest Archie gets shiny hunting. So I was like, yeah, why not? Cause yeah. So what ended up happening is that same day we did it, Archie got the shiny. When we started it 8 years ago. I try every once in a while, but I did it daily for a couple years. And I still haven't gotten it. I didn't even like fail it. I haven't seen one yet. So I don't know. We were thinking of calling it shiny and calling it a day because it's been so long. But at the same time it's been so long, I want to be stubborn and actually get it. But freaking shiny lock. Just it doesn't like me for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I want to say it's at the very least, last time I counted it a couple years ago, I think I was at about 10,000. Maybe near like 15,000. And then I just stopped counting. I'm like, it'll come when it comes. So I'm either thinking, looking at it being like, I'm not sure if I should continue with this or if I should just go forward and see if I can get any shinies and it's just gonna cascade. I do have to say though that despite all the resets, I remember I was so bummed when I did Sword and Shield because I'm like, I just have not been lucky with shinies at all. With Buff Kip, because I was going for shiny Mudkip. But then luckily enough in Sword and Shield, I was hatching Drampa because I'm like, man, Drampa's one of my favorites. I should have a shiny of them. They're cute. And then I think I got it in 15 eggs, and then I got another one 2 eggs later. And that is, on contrast, the luckiest I've ever gotten with shinies, especially since I don't egg hunt. Since I don't egg hunt that much anymore. So, really good. Yeah, I should shiny hunt again. Yeah, like stark difference from 8 years of a dry spell, and then immediately when I could hatch Drampa, immediately. A couple days into the game. I have a lot of good shinies in that game. I'm hoping that in the new Pokemon game, they have a lot of really good shinies. I would legitimately love to shiny hunt them. I know that they're going to shiny lock the starters again like they have the past couple ones, but if they don't, I mean, you could just leave it open and I would be interested in shiny hunting for it and probably not starting the game for 8 years. But I would like do a couple of resets. I think that would be fun. If they actually do one where they don't shiny luck because they're like, oh, I don't want to, you know, break the immersion. I'm still like at the same time, I was like, shiny though. But yeah. Either way, I really like shiny hunting. I want more excuses to shiny hunt again. I just don't have a ton of motivation to know what to go for. I feel like it revitalizes whenever I play a new game, so that kind of happens. I would have done it more with Arceus, but I just really wish Arceus didn't basically unpatch the old way to shiny hunt in that game accidentally. Because the way that they had it in that game with the hordes, I feel like I would have put in like 3 times the amount into that game. But the shiny hunting method in that game for hordes is now a lot different, and honestly there's no other way to shiny hunt the game, which is unfortunate. It just takes way too much effort to shiny hunt now. Like, that's the best way I can put it. Wait, what was it? Combine shiny hunting and oh my lord. I feel like that would happen, honestly. I could just hatch or do something in the background. That would be fun. I did Goomy a long time ago, but then... Yeah, so what happened is that in Arceus, so you would have your horde, right? You'd have the way that you would get horde stuff. But then in, you know, what happens is that you would just save in the town, and then you would keep repeat to get, you know, to try and get that shiny, right? Well, what they did now is that instead of that working, it's always preset, so now you have to kill... How do I describe this? So you can get a wave of Pokemon, and you reset the Pokemon by killing them. You need to specifically kill them, I believe. Or run away or something. I don't remember the specifics, but you have to particularly... For example, you could do, oh, I'm going to hit 1, and then get out of battle, and then go back in, and then I'll have a new shiny roll. Yeah. So you could either do it 1 by 1, or do all of them, or hit 3 of them. And I'm just like, I love shiny hunting, but shiny hunting needs to be nestled between mindless but not mindless enough, or just completely brain dead. That too, honestly, but I feel like if it takes that much to shiny hunt, it just I don't want to do it. And I love shiny hunting. I do. Yeah. Like the most interactivity I like having with shiny hunting is the shaking grass pad that they had in 5 and 4. That is the uppermost extent my brain will go. Yeah. I just really wish they would make the old method, but they're not going to patch it back probably now that the new game's coming out. They probably aren't even thinking about patching it anymore. Either way, I hope that changes for the next game. Oh yeah!
Did you just roll up some pudding? Oh wait, no, it's Norn. Those arms and legs are seriously weird.
Yeah, freaky weird. They're awesome. Yeah. My thing is that I feel really unfortunate about that game. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more if they just repatched it, the shiny hunting. Yeah. Hot take, I'm not the hugest fan of Legends Arceus, but I get why people like it. I think it did do some good things, though. I think it's one of those games that, because of how I play games, it's definitely a preference thing. I feel that the game doesn't have much for me that I want to complete, per se. But I think the game itself is good for people who like open world games and like or semi-open world games, because it's not, you know, full open world, of course. But yeah, it does some neat things. I like some of the things that it do. I like some of the things that I won't spoil. The only thing I will say is that I feel like completing the Pokédex is not worth it after looking it up. That and the shiny hunting thing made me sad. Anyways, that's my hot topic. I don't want to, like, I don't know, bash a game that people could like. I don't have a valid opinion because I like Sword and Shield, and I don't know. Take it out as you will. Either way, I think all the Pokemon games have something valid, and at least they have some pretty neat designs. I sometimes feel really touchy about, I feel very touchy talking about, like, liking certain Pokemon games, because I feel like it's, like, internet politics. I also don't want to hold back my opinion, if that makes sense. But I also do not want to be stepping into, like, a bear trap. Yeah. I think it's mostly just because I don't have the energy or the brain to explain everything as a person. So that's probably mostly why, but yeah. Understandable. I feel like it's sort of a diverse game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Legends Arceus has a lot. It's pretty diverse and got a lot of different stuff. I think one of the most interesting things about Pokemon is that, looking at from a standpoint as someone who's played it pretty much since I was born. Because I remember my parents saying when I was 2, I picked up a Game Boy, and I also played like a goofy skating game. I can't even remember what it is, so it was on like Windows 98. But, you know, there's just a lot of things. Either way, and that's why I've got to say, I really like Digimon right now. It's a lot smaller, but I also, there's a lot. You know what game I do want to play when it comes out and has a full release on like Switch or PC or something? I want to play Ooblets. That will fill my shiny hunting itch. I've been stalking that game for years and watched Liz play it once. That game looks awesome. Yeah, let me look at the thing that you said before, though. Depending on the place where you just got cough. Yeah. Yeah. It's like Twitter and YouTube. It gets a little crazy for Pokemon opinions. Which, fair, entitled to opinion. But also, I feel like I'm stepping on a landmine. Digimon, it's awesome. Yeah! I love Digimon. I need to play Survive. That is one of the things I need to play. I have a priority list first. And that priority list is probably beating Last Story first. Before I take on another RPG. I find it so weird that I'm just starting to incorporate RPGs, but yeah, that's how I be. But yeah, Ooblets is great. For people who don't know, Ooblets is really cool because it's like a little indie game where you raise vegetables and they dance to each other, and it looks adorable and everything. They have so many different types of like vegetables and everything. But the coolest thing is that they have 2 different types of shinies in the game, and that I'll lose my life to. And I'm waiting for the strategic time to tell Archie. Because I know they'll be like, okay. Tell me more. Yeah! Yeah, there are 2 different types of shinies. You see, I feel like if more Monster Capture games included shinies, I would instantly get attached. And that is 100% purely me. However, I still want it. Yeah, they have like 2 different types, I think. Hold on. Hold on, King. Bump us around. Bump us around, King. Let's see here. That's right, they're called Gleamy, right? Yeah, wasn't there 2 different types? I don't want to look up too much about this game because I don't want to spoil it, but I could show them off. Please have like an example image. I remember there being an example image, right? I have no idea how the shiny hunting works in that game, though. Hi, King. Or did they not have 2 types? Maybe they didn't. Maybe that was something I remembered incorrectly. Oh, that's right. That's what it is. They have common, unusual, and gleamy. That's what it was. Yeah, the default, and then there's other ones that show up occasionally, sporting alternate colors, and then Gleamy is the rarest of all, exhibiting the rarest and vibrant colors. Rainbow trails, etc. Yeah. So, I really like that. Yeah. It's super neat. I don't want to look at anything more about this game because I want to keep my experience, but I'm going to wait until it's fully out. And yeah, I really want to play this game. That reminds me, you know what? I'm going on a fucking tangent. Attack me all you want, King. Hold on. Freaking Yokai Watch has shinies too. If y'all have never heard of Yokai Watch, I really love that game, and I haven't even completed 2, and I want to stream that when I get a 3DS capture card. Like, that is one of the games that I want to stream before the internet stuff gets fucky. Because that game is going to be hugely impacted. That game is going to be hugely impacted if you can't update it. It's going to completely change buying the game. Because the only thing I'll say is that that game is really interesting because of the fact that you basically, they released the game, and the game was 2 versions, and then people complained and said, we don't want this, we want it like the original Yokai one. So they went, okay, cool, we'll do it. And then they made Yokai Watch 2 have all the yokai in it. No matter which version you had, you just need to download an update that would download the other game. But that's the issue. Once the eShop goes down, the other half of the game won't be accessible, which is unfortunate. But it's how the update thing has to work, unfortunately. But it's really cool that they combined it, though. I find that part really neat. I just find that neat. Hold on, this is an example of shiny, for example. Yeah. You know what that means? Oh, emulation. Emulating the game is going to be the best way you have the experience for it. That's definitely going to be it. There is. That is very true. Yeah, if I can't experience the full version and my 3DS cart doesn't carry over the update data, then that one I might actually just pirate. Unless they release a full version or something. If I have no other way to play the actual full version to stream it to you all, then yeah. Anyways, here's an example of a shiny. Some of them are like not so obvious at all. Like this is Sandmeh. Very funny evolution from this one. Or no, Mr. Sandmeh. They just get yellow eyes, and they also get different abilities and moves. This is like one of the only games that give you like different abilities and stats. It makes the yokai play differently. depending on what shiny you have. So that's the cool thing. And it's the same for this wall one. But the funniest thing about Yokai Watch is that not all of them have a shiny. So only a few of them have shinies. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that happened in the anime. Yeah, that happened in the anime, right? Had to have. Oh lord, that was when Yokai Watch was in America. Yokai Watch 3, right. What was the other one I saw earlier? There's one that I saw earlier with one of my favorites. What was it? That's what it was. Yeah, this one. That one's blue. I think there's also one for the Shiver Chihuahua. I don't know how to spell Chihuahua, so... Where's the cold one? Oh, it wasn't her. What was it? It's very dangerous opening Google Images on stream, but... I'm gonna look up cold dog. That's what it was, Popsicle. Also, Popsicle is adorable. They're one of my favorite yokai. Look at this thing. I love them. I'm very new to Yokai Watch, so I'm just getting into it. Anyways, love Cold Little Dog. I'm gonna see if they have a shiny. Just for a second. I did not expect this to divulge the way it did, but I get very passionate. I want to get into it, I never got into it. It's very fair. They need to release a newer version of it. It's only been tied to the 3DS, and then they put one on Switch, but didn't translate it to English. It's so sad. Although I do gotta say, I remember me and Yuxatite had an idea for a stream because Yokai Watch is like one of his favorite games. He said that he would live translate everything in the game for me so I could play it on stream. So he would read off everything since he speaks and understands Japanese much better than I can. So if they don't do that, if he wanted to, I would do a stream or two of that. Right? Oh, I don't know if they do have a shiny. I can't see it. I'm not sure. By the way, there's a lot of cool things. Yeah, he really loves it. He was starting to play the Switch one, and try to read the Japanese and understand what was going on in that. Yeah. Could probably be done when I get to 3 kilometers. Yeah. Yuxatite's very funny, I like him. Very good friend. I've been very lucky to know him for like... How long? What was the metrics again? 2 or... Like, maybe 11 or 12 years? That's what it was. We met each other in middle school and used to draw Pokemon characters. And he's been like a best friend since then. I said I was going to be done once I get to 3. I can't stop myself. Yeah, he's great. I'm very lucky to have him as a friend. I'm lucky to know Arby. I'm lucky to know you guys. I don't want to think I'm just concentrating on one person, but I appreciate a lot of people. I'm really glad I met a lot of the people that I have on. I'm really lucky to meet a lot of the people I have on Twitch. I think it's been really good positive experience. I remember I was going in and I thought that maybe when I started it, because like I overthink everything, I overthinked trying to start it up. I remember I thought that people were going to be mean for some reason. Or aggressive, and there'd be way too much talking. But thankfully, it's been a really neat time. It was a really neat time, and I've really been liking it. It's so weird because it's like, it's the way that I get to get my talking energy out without actually being social. Is there any other way to describe it? I like streaming because it's social, but it's not social. Does that make sense? My mostly introverted brain is like, oh yeah, this is my way that I get to talk, but like, I get to read things, so it's different. Yeah, it is really scary to start out. I gotta say to anyone who finds streaming scary, just do it, because pressing the start button is going to be the hardest thing to do. I feel, other than you know, I guess trying to do and project what you want to do, I suppose. That's always evolving and changing, but yeah. Oh yeah, we got a present. The Thunder Drums. Right. I'm gonna take a break in a second. I think I will do like 1 or 2 more hours of this. Maybe less. I'm gonna take a break to gauge how I'm feeling, so. Return to Big Bang. Yeah. Yeah. Either way, there's a lot of things, and I'm really glad I'm here. And I've met so many cool people, and, you know, yeah. Especially the beginning, too, because I kept discouraging myself. I was, yeah. I don't know. Eternal monologue, blah, blah, blah. I've just met really good people that have supported me, and I'm glad I met people like... God, who was in the very beginning? Well... other than, like, my friends I had at the time. I guess my friend Ronnie, she supported, or they supported me a lot, when I began doing stuff. But I remember Paul just kind of raided me, and we met, and I think that kept me going for a while. Yeah. Hold on, let me drag myself over so I can look, and then I could just stand over whatever we want to do next. But either way, yeah, no really nice people. Paul was one that kept me going because he made me have the idea to start streaming people to be nice, and he was the first person to try and collab and get to know me through Twitch. And he probably doesn't, you know, doesn't want to believe it, but that's one of the reasons why I'm still going, because he was so nice and made me want to start having a nice community. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll do this one when we get back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was the first person who ever raided me, and it was just like his entire thing was about sharing the love with community, because he used to dance, and then sometimes he does pirate stuff, and sometimes he just occasionally streams whenever now, but yeah. Yeah, shout out to Paul. I probably would have gotten really discouraged if it wasn't for him being so nice. So, Shout out to him. He was also the first guy I ever collabed with. He's the first person who invited me to a collab too, so that was really nice. Go watch some of his clips or follow him or something. But yeah. Anyways, that's my thing. I'm gonna go on break and be right back. So let me get everything up and rolling for that. I feel like I know too many nice people. And I really appreciate them. If I could talk about every one of them at length, I would. Yeah. That's also when I met, like, Anna and, Lugs. They were also really nice and supportive to me. Yeah. I don't know what Lugs is doing now, but... talk to Anna, she's really cool. Okay, let me find this. I could talk about everyone. I don't know if I could shout every one of them out, like Lava Creature, Elegy, fucking Rosie, like everyone. There's a million people. I don't know. I just feel really weird. I feel like contractually obligated. Be like, I want to appreciate everyone, then I get into a rant. So I'm gonna stop myself for now. Just one full rant where I'm just like, I appreciate people. There we go. Okay. I wonder what music we're gonna get. I'm interested. Yeah. Let me try. Okay, yeah, let me go on break and we'll be right back. Y'all take care of whatever you need to do, or take a stretch or whatever. Do whatever you need to do. I will be right back checking on things, because I'll probably go for at most an hour more, so yeah. I usually don't stream this late, but it happens. Okay. See y'all back in a little bit. Let's put on that music. Oh, this theme! Oh, this is a really relaxing one. I love this. Actually, I really mean to complete Origami King. I think it was fun. It's definitely not on the same level as some of the other games, but like, I don't know. I had fun with it. I'm not sure why I never started streaming it. I got it when it like came out. Okay. Anyways, before going to my next... Yeah! Yeah, it seems really neat. I played up to a certain point, but the freaking cafe theme, it's always caught me. I love the cafe theme. Yeah, I think it's got a surprising amount of personality. It's not like on the same level as N64 or 1000 Year Door, but you know, I think it was cute. I think it was pretty cute. Or like the Wii one, because the Wii one's really good too. I could talk forever about like every game, but I will be right back. So everyone enjoy their break. Okay, see you in a bit. Yes, the Wii one is so neat. It's so neat. I think it's highly underrated, and there's a lot of really good, unique characters in that game. A lot of them. Okay, see you back in a little bit. Okay, hi people, I'm back now. Just did a few things, refreshened up. I have a full water bottle. I think I'm gonna go latest till 9. If I feel like going before then I might. Because this is pretty late for me, and I want it to be a small one anyway, so yeah. Hydrate, I will. Thank you. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably add in the command for tier list or whatever, because I feel like that'd be fun. I keep seeing other people do it, and I remember when my friend Eggroll did it. It always seems pretty fun. So I need to do that. Bow, bow, bow. By the way, other context for a friend who I honestly haven't talked to in a little while, but Eggroll's also a fun person used to stream. He literally made his own little VTuber that was a talking Eggroll. And it's awesome. He just talks doing Eggroll stuff, and I think did I find him when he was playing Bug Fables? I think it was Bug Fables. Yeah. Or maybe he played it once. No, yeah, it was definitely during Bug Fables because he was trying to get one of the secret areas. Anyways, that guy had a lot of cool stuff going on, and I wish, yeah. Anyways, there's so many people in the world. What if one of the people were me? Smoothest transition. I couldn't think of anything else. Okay, let's try and do Farewell. I remember this one being like the cryptid one. But yeah, I could have the tier list thing. I think that would be fun. I'm pretty sure people have so many points they want to use it on something that will impact the stream more, so I might want to do that and add some more visual things, I suppose. Because that'd be good. But I'm working on some visual things. Anyways, let me figure out where this is on the guide. Oh, did I close the guide? Well, ain't that silly? Bald button. Why would a bald button? Oh no. What would that even be like on Smoothie? Would I remove the horns, the hair, and the ears? Huh. I do like the concept of that, but I also feel like it's a creatures thing, but at the same time, that does sound pretty entertaining. I'll have to think about that. That'd be so cursed, but that's why it'd be so good. I will consider it. Would that mean I just look more human? Because I wouldn't have the horns or the deer ears. You know what? Holy shit. I'm gonna get on a tangent already. I don't care. I don't care. Hold on. What if window capture? Go. Oh wait, you're gonna connect to this one, aren't you? Well, bwammo. Fuck yeah. Hold on, I need to show something that is kind of cursed and is related. Let me go to my toy house. And go to... Oh no, no, I'm right there. There I am. I need to show off, for some reason, and I don't know why it popped into my head, but when I thought about it, where is it? There we are. I thought about this version of Smoothie, which Archie cursily drew for me. As I said, I don't want to imagine Smoothie with muscles. Yes, gorilla. Was it the next one that... No, that's when he killed me. There we go. Yeah. I remember this how Archie drew all of our for our fucking group at the time. You see, this is how you use your knowledge of art. This is how you use your knowledge of art, honestly. This shit. Anyways. Ignore the Archie that has almost real human hand wings, even though they're already kind of hand wings. Anyways. I immediately thought of that for some reason. So, there you go. Just that entire thing. To wash the palette, water is meant to be used to place curses upon the viewer. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I will wash the palette with this one, with little background characters. And I'm staring menacingly in the background. I love it. I have no idea what anime that's from still, to this day. I think it's funny. We basically did a little quiz that was like, hey, what kind of like character would you be? And a couple of us got background characters, and someone got that image and sent it, and it's like, hey, they look cute. So we drew each other in it. Yeah. This. No, not Katamari Damacy Online. I don't want to get sad again. Present guide. Was it the Neo Seeker? No, it wasn't the Neo Seeker. It was GameFAQs. Yeah, it was GameFAQs. We're gonna want the one for Robo King Farewell. Oh wait, no, this is the one that's the dream one. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it was. Danger, Farewell. Oh no, wait, no, that isn't the present guide. Farewell. Blah, blah. In the Robo King's. Oh! Robo King's crown. Okay. I'm just gonna. Now. And. Now. Okay.
Ooh, it sure was hot today.
Actually, you're right. It was kind of hot today.
Maybe I should take these clothes off.
Now, this is the one that I remember. This is the robot I remember.
Error. Clothing removal failure. What? What? These aren't clothes at all. It's paint or sheet metal or something. That means I'm naked?
Too spicy for stream, totally.
No, help me! Help the poor Robo King! Help! Go roll a big Katamari to hide my shame.
I have no idea how that came out, but I hope it came out how I thought it would. Yeah, a little too spicy.
This level makes my heart go pity-pat. Or it would if my heart wasn't shattered. Oh, go roll up my sad, broken hearts. And go gently open my heart's door to Requiem. Roll up my reactor core over there. Go, hurry!
Yeah, Robo King's a little spicy. You got 1 minute. Oh, this song! Yeah! I think the strat here is to get all these side ones so you're bigger when you get the heart. So you can suck up more things at once. That's what I remember it being. There we go. That's what I remember. Open up the door. This one's really fun, though.
I'll give you 1 more minute.
So yeah, the entirety of this one is that whenever you roll up something, you get an extra minute on your clock. It's a novel concept. This game experimented a lot for Katamari. Yeah, because the entire concept is that, you know, the King of the Cosmos wants to scrap the robot, so there's the level that they make you do it in. It's really cool. Wabbit, yeah. Today's Wabbit stream, ain't it? Wabbits are great. The only thing that would make this more rabbit if Ixitite were one of the people that I knew who were rabbits were here.
You rolled up the second broken heart, but my journey continues on. Sorry for the timer, but, well, you know.
You could have made it forever. You could have made it eternal. Yeah, I said it was in the crown, right? Or is it too late? Oh, it's one of the ones in here, ain't it? Oh, that's what they mean by the crown. It's the cinnamon roll hat. Honestly, don't know what else to call those. Yeah, rabbit cute, though.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I don't know if I've missed the size requirement or not. Is it supposed to be small? I don't know. I love this song a lot. I think this is the one I regularly listen to. Honestly, I should have it in the playlist. This one's the one I always mess up on by accident. Hold on. Yes. No! That didn't happen. I didn't fail yet. I didn't fail! You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Yep, first try. First try. Yeah, my hand slipped. This is first try right now. Right now. First try. Right here, right now. I swear to you people. Me and Sherman rule the world, including all of you all. Y'all could be there for the world ruining. I couldn't see anything there. I could feel where I was going. I should probably get up there. But time's for suckers. This time's artificial, so I'm pretty sure it makes it reset to a minute whenever you collect the heart, so I think that's also the other advantage. Yeah, because you want to do it like that, because just this. Perfect. I think for this one you need to pick up a couple more, right? I don't remember. I remember I had some strat, but that was a long time ago. Wow! First try. Interesting. Oh no, it does add an actual minute, right. Never mind. Up, 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 through the air. People can tell, Katamari is one of my favorites. Just a little bit. Was it in here? Is that what they were talking about? I don't know. I think they meant on top of the crown, maybe. Starting to think. Yeah. Robo King ain't looking so good. I like how they detailed out the vocal box and the lights and everything when you pull apart the face. Kind of fun. Still remember the way you get the cousin in this one is wild. For people who don't know, the way you get the cousin in this game is by going to specific places. There'll be like specific items in the corner of the map, like this one. There'll be this item here, and then one of them if you go to another corner in a certain way. Yeah, and that one. So you pick up specific items to summon them. It's so weird. It's not Columbo. Yeah, the sandal. Yeah, they just spawn depending on what order you pick them up. It's crazy. It's like one of those like freaking like those crazy like playground story rumors. That's what it feels like. I like it. Like it's so cool when a game has a secret that hidden. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Hold on, maybe I could show it off. There's the recorder. Then it summons the one that's brownish, right? Where else do I go? Is it the shield? I think it was the shield. Oh, there they are. No, that's Moo. I don't know, there's one at some point. I'm gonna roll up everything. I don't want to roll up the actual heart until I can find the present. I think I got too big for that present. I'm starting to think. Whoa, wait! I've never gotten that up there. Hold the hell on. I don't think I ever got that. Give me that. I'm leaving before I can find out. I don't think I ever saw that present before or saw it in the guide, huh? That was just flying on a balloon with a sandcastle, strangely enough.
I've been rolled up. I'll never be the same.
Yeah, Katamari Forever has the weirdest, like, present placements.
That is a Katamari. What a strange feeling. Analyzing size. 1,198 cosmos. That's a small size. And this is all I'm worth, apparently. Analyzing composition. Oh, really? I'm made from weird things?
I mean, who isn't? Everyone's a little freak. Present? What is that?
I had this present inside of me?
Don't leave it there! This Robo King is lewd today. Crazy.
Care to roll again?
Oh, also the coolest implication about this level is that Robo King is an action figure. I like that. Because, like, look at the little packaging. It's cute.
See how much more you can roll up.
God, this game has some weird modes. I might just play one of the fun levels just for fun. I wonder how close we are to completion now. How much of the collection have I completed? That would probably be the next thing I need to tackle. I have 97% of things. Wow. That's wild. Yeah. I played a lot of this. I need to get more games. Apparently I'm a gamer, but I don't have enough games and playtime. Interesting. What do I not have? These are all new things too. That's what I need to do. My favorite thing in this game. I need to read these. I'm gonna read these. That's right, because that's what the stars mean. I'm gonna read games. Die. You can use it to go forward or backward, or even enjoy playing out your life. What? Does that imply that someone's gambling using dice for their life? I don't know of any games like that. That's a little scary though. Red die. If you don't like thinking too much, just move forward however many spaces this die shows. Do you mean for life? You know, I like the... Because for people who don't know, this is all written from the perspective of the king. He has a very one-track brain, and I really enjoy it. It's true, just live by the dice. Green die. Sometimes all your dice will come up the same number. How unusual. It sounds like it's rigged, but sometimes luck do be that way. Mahjong tile. Burb. Oh, look at that burb. Picture of some bird we've never heard of before. This means 1, apparently. Bamboo tile. 9. A tile picture with 9 pieces of bamboo. Not a very well-drawn picture. Wow! Critical, are we, king? 1. Circle. This is used in a game where you completely line up pictures. It doesn't look impressive to us. Whoa! Biting opinions. 9 circle. There are lots of little balls drawn on this. I've never played Mahjong, so I honestly don't get the reference, but yeah. There are lots of balls drawn on this, but it still ain't worth anything by itself! Damn! He's out for blood. Right? He's always playing favorites, and his favorite is himself. It really is. The characters on it mean 10,000, but this doesn't really seem worth 10,000 points. Okay, that one I get. Okay, I can get that one. 90,000. Whoops. Oh no, that's not Hiragana, damn it. The character means 90,000. 90,000 of what? We have no idea. East. Oh, I keep doing the wrong stick to keep it in place. East wind. This character indicates the direction where the sun rises. Maybe it lights up in the morning. What? Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but it fascinated me like freaking like Hanafuda does. I love Hanafuda so much. But I don't know where to start with Mahjong or how to start finding out how to play Mahjong, but it seems interesting. Southwind. This character indicates the direction of the warmer areas. We tried touching it, but it wasn't warm at all. The king is like, it says Southwind, it must be warm. Why isn't it warming up? Westwind. This character indicates the direction of the sun sets. Maybe it turns red when evening comes. Northwind. This character... It's not cold, so... Okay, that one is just Northwind. Oh, blank. Nothing's written on it at all. It must be A defective tile. Yeah, it was printed wrong. Yeah, it's totally not a part of the game. Nope. I can definitely tell you with experience, like dominoes. Cringe tile, yeah. Totally cringe. Hashtag full cringe phase. Look at this. Isn't even anything. But it also has full potential if you think about it, if you put something on it. Yeah. Total cringe tile. Green Dragon. A very strange character is written on this. Apparently, its meaning isn't all that important. It seems like a trend. Red Dragon. If you have 3 of these, it seems to make you... It seems to make a nice hand? Is Red Dragon the most powerful in Mahjong? That must be it. It's a shogi board! Shogi! A Japanese chessboard. The difference is that you can capture and use your opponent's pieces. What? Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, shogi. Yeah, that's a neat game. It's like what if you turned Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and made a chess version of it? I don't know what else to say. Never learned shogi either. I think I played it like once. I only vaguely remember it. It was fun. It's pretty fun. Baseball toy! I know this one. This one. I know. Look at the high detail. Wow, wow, wow. Baseball toy. Despite its size, people can still play baseball in this miniature stadium. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. People actually shrink down and go onto the little board. I, you know, can guarantee. Can guarantee. Video game. Definitely not inspired off of an NES or a Coleco. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at those controllers. Totally not NES. You see? See, look. The D-pad's even... Oh no, this is like one of the third-party NES controllers. I must avert people's eyes. A video game. Generally a complete waste of time with little redeeming social value. Wow! Great fun, though. I see. Bitter are we today? He's like, yeah, video games kind of suck. Damn. And you're in a video game. I hope you know that. Wow. These ones are really fun. None of these are like... I don't know how to describe it, but none of these are like... teetering on the edge where I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. These ones are all just been fun so far, honestly. Yeah, just don't... You can avoid any of the ones that talk about people, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the ones that talk about people. But, you know, maybe sometime I'll have to complete the collection for this. I don't know. We'll see someday. An arcade machine. A thrilling game where you can dodge enemy bullets. Hopefully, they won't hit anything off screen. You think the bullet's gonna go through and come out the other side of the arcade machine? That'd be a little dangerous, King. Puzzle game. Also, I need to look at these games. Oh, that's like a different form of Tetris. And this... These must have been references to games that Bando's helped with. This almost looks like the... It was... I can't remember it, but it's like your spaceship and you get to go from side to side and it was like 3D and it was on the... I think it was in arcades, but it was also on the Virtual Boy. Can't remember much about it. Yeah, that's weird. Either way, this one is 100% Tetris. So wait, I could have looked at the side. Phoenix. That clears up nothing. Arcade. These games are a pain. We know what to do, but our fingers aren't fast enough. Wow! The king actually gets me. Oh, that's right, they have little sound effects. That almost sounds like the Bumblefuck game. Whatever you call it, Bumblefuck? Is that what I'm gonna call that Bumblebee top-down shooter from now on? What is it called? Bumble something. I'm just gonna call it Bumblefuck from now on. I can't think of anything else it would be. That's me playing fighting. Oh yeah. Yeah, me too, honestly. Fighting games are so hard. I play more puzzle games. Fighting games, I have no idea what's going on still, yeah. The Cherryland Arcade. A very noisy place, filled with arcade machines. Very boring as the customers are all male? What the fuck? Call them fucking sweaty male gamers. What a... What about me? What about me? I like going to arcades. Am I not real? It's okay. It's okay. I know I'm not real. These usually disappear very quickly when playing pachinko. Yep! Yeah, it's a pachinko ball. You do that. Can't believe the king said that. He said that girl gamers don't exist. And hey, Katamari time. Hi Carb. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing good. We just figured out gamer girls don't exist. It's nice to see you. I'm just doing a little more of this. I'm just kind of reading because I like this. Pachinko machine, a leisurely device that makes an unforgivable racket when lined up with rows. Things get even louder. Yeah, it's true. It's pachinko. Screaming, crying. Yeah, there's just screaming and crying. King literally said that arcades are a very noisy place, very boring as all the customers are all male. This game was made during a time. It was. Yeah. No is right. It's so true. Pachinko parlor. I've never actually played pachinko. I feel like I would get trapped in pachinko if I actually ever found a machine. Yeah. It's the reason why I don't really real life gamble. I feel like I would have problems. Yeah, it was made in 2009. Yes. It was made in 2009, so it was definitely during a time on the internet when the internet and everyone was a little more wild, I guess, kind of. Pachinko parlor. So fun, the people just line up and get... Oh, I meant to say, I hope you're having a great day. I'm doing really good today. Pretty good. Actually had a pachinko party. You told me it was an original... I don't know. Because I could see where he's coming from. Huh. I mean, didn't pachinko come out before pinball? It might be, it's true. Yeah, the original. That is kind of funny. Or could be original as in unique. Either way, that's kind of funny. Pachinko parlor. So fun that people line up to get inside. The people lining up don't look very healthy? Why does the king judge everyone? Actually, wait, no, that's his job. Still. Maybe his explanation is that it was a game where... Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. He's an asshole. He's a very entertaining asshole, though. But yeah, no, he is definitely a jerk. 100%. Yeah. A bowling pin. Courageous objects that are always being knocked over by bowling balls, but always get back up. You can learn a thing or two from a bowling pin. How many, right? Often because he's drunk or he's too depressed to do anything about it. The PS Vita game is about the king getting so depressed that he doesn't want to like deal with the people, so he makes you do it. And he gets out of shape. And so he needs to try and work his glam back up. The PS Vita one's crazy. It's dumb. Yeah, never give up. Exactly. But yeah, no, he does usually destroy the universe because he's drunk. I think in this one he did it. No, he didn't destroy the universe. He went into a coma. So the cousins made a robot that destroyed the universe. And then we needed to kill the robot. That's what it was. Humongous bowling pin. It's just a humongous bowling pin. Need to be pretty big in order to knock this one over. Yeah, a little bit. Huge bowling pin. Not only big, but the way it was placed. It's hard to knock this one down. Bowling alley. Don't knock down all the pins, or you'll get a big X on the scoreboard. Yeah, X's are bad. Don't get them, King. Don't get them. They're bad. Playing card. Monk. Oh, a Japanese playing card with a monk on it. It is very popular during the new year. Now I know something. You know what? I'm gonna save the other half of this for later. I want to do another level. But yeah, I love these and I need to get more. I absolutely need to get more and complete the full collection. I only have 4,000 items, which is very daunting. Is that Hanafuda? I don't think that was Hanafuda. Hanafuda doesn't use people. Oh well. Doesn't traditionally use people. Let me say that much. I should play Hanafuda again on here. I love Hanafuda. Hanafuda is like, you match up pictures of, usually if it's not branded, the original one uses flowers, deers, seeds, ferns, sunsets. It's just a picture game where you match up pictures. That's what Hanafuda is. You match up pictures and certain pictures together have more value. That's the whole game. I'm gonna move myself over a second again. No, that's a comet. That's comet. That's comet. Did I get all the ones for Robo King now? Damn. I'm surprised how fun Hanafuda was. Yeah, same! Never played it. I highly recommend it. It was the reason I bought Clubhouse games. Like, legitimately. I don't think I've, like, played much else on Clubhouse games other than Hanafuda. But for me, it was worth it for Hanafuda. I love Hanafuda. Completely agree for it being good in Clubhouse games. Seems to be a good way to learn new games. Yeah, a couple of them. Let me do the hot stuff one. That's one of the more unique ones. I'll look up where it is on the guide. Let me force dark this, and then this will be the last thing I do because I read for a while. Let me just go here. There we go. Legal. So this will be a king level. So hot stuff. Clubhouse is also good to teach something. Yeah. You know what? I should play that for Mahjong. We were just talking about how I don't know how to play Mahjong. That'd be fun. Yeah, it has a couple ones. It has the world-renowned Hounds and Hares. Classic game. That is totally complex. I'm kidding. Admittedly, I need someone else to teach me, and I really need a cheat sheet. Yeah. I feel that way for Hanafuda, too. Yeah. It seems really fun, though. Maybe at some point I should just play Clubhouse games again, and I could do Mahjong and Hanafuda and that kind of stuff. Because I forgot that Mahjong was on there. So it calls it Mahjong Solitaire. Is it the same playstyle? Also has Cafe, if you remember it from... Oh, yeah! I remember that from Windows 3. Yeah. Man, it's been a while. Yeah, I remember that. Holy crap. Oh, that's where... Do I get a peacock? On the table. I have the lollipop. I think it's the peacock. If I get a bird, this is going to be like my permanent thing. I thought my old phone. Interesting. And this is the second time Windows 3. Did it come up when you were streaming today? I also hope you enjoyed your stream, by the way. I saw you doing a little bit of it. I love doing that stuff. You should. That would be great. Oh, pre-stream. Okay. Do it. That would be a huge nostalgia trip playing DOS games. I encourage you to do it. That'd be good. I agree. That'd be awesome. Okay, so it's either with the food or... I think I have the lollipop. No, I definitely have the lollipop. I've used it a million times. Okay, so we're going to look for food. This one's going to be a weird one. Yeah, there we go. My issue is that it is a DOS game. Oh. Ah, I see. Yeah. It gets funky with that kind of stuff for DOS. Yeah, that's true. Sherman, you're here to roll a little Katamari. If it has to be a bit, be bitty. Okay, it's just bitty. Little bitty bit. Bitty. Scripter bitty. I don't know. Hottest new thing, heat. Oh yeah, so the entire concept of this one, for people who don't know, is that you want to get a certain heat Kelvin, but it's not like a fire heat. It's like the amount of energy you get from food. That's the entire concept of this. So you want to get... Oh, no, wait. No, yeah, it's still food heat because it's Kelvins. It's the amount of energy heat that food gives you. Yeah. That sounds really neat, though. It's really cool. So basically, you avoid things that are liquids. Unless they're flammable. Those are fine. But yeah, this entire one is just food heat. So you can still go in liquid like this fryer. Yeah! I love this song. Yeah! Dude, this game has every song. That's the best thing about this game, is that since you could... Oh, no, nobody's following me. It confused me twice today. Twice. Beautiful. Yeah, this game has almost every Katamari song. If you want a game that has every Katamari song, just download the soundtrack of this game or find a way to play this game, no matter what way you want to play it. This one's food heat, so it's a little different than an actual fire one, which they have later on. The issue with this is that I don't want to get too hot, because if I immediately get the heat thing, then I'm gonna have an issue. But I gotta look for the spinning food on the table. The table is spinning food up the griddle ramp. So up here? I don't see it. Oh! Ooh! That was dangerous. Woo! That was sure dangerous. Okay, there it is. I've never seen that one. I had no idea it was just slammed back there. Okay, well, you just gotta get the heat now. Sweet. That was easy. Yeah, I like how this one's based off of Kelvins instead of flammable. That makes it kind of different. But yeah. Oh, you do cooldowns your way. Sorry. Yeah, I missed that. For some reason I thought I responded to that. Yeah, you do cool down if you wait, so it's still kind of fire and concept still, but different values pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. God, I played this for so long. I'm pretty sure this was the first thing I did after I rebranded my my border thing. That was post-COVID, so I think it was February. Yeah. Or you know, when after I got it. Oh, fuck that. Okay. Hope we find a lot of pizzas and things up here. I love this game though. I need to get Beautiful Katamari. I need to get that before the Xbox store goes down. Oh, whoa! Ah! Ah! No! No. No. Oh Lord. You know what? Let's play the little mini game when we die.
Once upon a time, there was the king. The king was lost in his memory and fell asleep, so Sherman rolled up the Katamari in his head.
I did, fully angered.
The Katamari was an epic fail. No one woke up. And the end. We did like the story. We did like to be super. And super twist is super ending. Well, we didn't. We demand.
No, I wanted to play again. So mad, right? Whoops, I did not mean to go back. Yeah, so angy though. After this, I am definitely gonna go make myself a burrito. I have the mixings for that. There's hot stuff again. I did like the last one that we're listening to, but I'm just gonna play all of the cool ones. Hard Floor, Na Na Na. Hard Floor Alternative Remix. Right. Oh, Everlasting Love. I'm gonna do Hard Floor. Hard Floor is a little bit of a wacky one. Let's do it. What do you say this time? I don't know when I'm going to run out of text, because I haven't seen repeating text no matter how many times I play this. We adore curling. Pretentious, affected, we know. So flamboyant. Which curling? Duh, the sweepy one, of course. I mean, you can like curling with an iron. Who says you can't do both? You could probably do it for your mustache. How else do you get it so pointy? Ignoring us. Why? Heat of the moment? Or coolly calculated? A little bit of both. Calculated as in I could move forward. This over here, and then we'll go on over here. I love this game. I need to play more PlayStation games. I want to play through like the Sly series and Jak and Dax and stuff like that, or Ratchet and Clank. There's a lot of games I keep meaning to play through on PlayStation, and I want to. Pretty sure there's some neat RPGs and other things too. Yeah. By the way, I would like to do some of them. I just don't know where or when I'm gonna start. Eee. Let's get some heat. Let's get some heat, huh? Just dip down to 700 a little bit. A little crazy. Yeah, this one's like... This one is the beat. This one's the wild one. I'm so glad they count the thermoses as something that gives warmth, by the way. That's very lucky. Wait, why am I going over here? This is wasting time. But yeah. There's just... I forgot my line of thought. Why? Because I can. That's my mentality with things at times. Just gotta sometimes, like, you know, bring in that chaotic nature. You gotta embrace it. If you're not, then who else is? But they just gotta do it. Okay, let's hope I find a solid amount of... No! Holy shit, I'm jumping away! I was like, that's surely warm. Not realizing what it was. That's an instant loss if you touch that, by the way. Pretty much an instant loss. The best thing about this version, though, is that you don't instantly die when you go into the water. So that's a nice perk at the very least. That has some ups, you know. No, 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 no. Oh, oh no. That was scary. Yeah, like how this is scary right now. Play again. You see, the difference between this one and the one with the bears is the fact that this one's at least pretty entertaining. Like, I get the going forward with these, you know? My brain needs to stop whenever I hear that sound. Every single time. Imagine if I themed my notification sounds to each long game that I do. And then I never know when someone's following or doing anything. That's a dumb concept for a stream. But maybe. Funny. Oh no, 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 no. I'm freaking out. It's okay, Smoothie. You're okay. Okay. Jumping is your friend. You're welcome. But, jumping's in your friend in this game. I will never get used to playing any other Katamari game, since most of the other ones don't have the jump. The jump just helps you so much. Don't you dare. Wait, this might be good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. You know, this, not too bad. Not too bad. Is the monkey ball where people have mixed opinions of? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one. As someone who was, as a kid, majorly into monkey ball. Yeah. I remember people thought that about the remake, I think. I personally never played it though. But people think that jumping in the game kind of ruins the original level integrity, which I could see. That's definitely interesting, I guess. Yeah, I never played that version though, if I'm to be honest. But yeah, people did have mixed opinions. You would be correct. I distinctly remember that. That's what I was talking about when I said it instantly kills you. I should stop, but I'll stop after I get this present. Yeah. Hi, kitty. My kitty staring and sitting at me. Yeah, the heart is brutal. It's the one that you look at and it's like, oh, this is a neat idea. And then you pick it up and you're like, oh, oops. Oops. You know, like that. Yeah. Anyways, let's go and find that again. I'm so laser focused on this right now. I remember up here having a lot of good stuff. Yeah. I'm not sure why I never speed ran this game, but I think I always found it intimidating when I'd watch people speed run this. Whoops. Wow. This big already? Holy crap. I could just... Hell yeah. Hell no. Oh. I grazed that heart. Okay, we need to get out of here before we make a mess. Okay, we just gotta get the heat up. That's all we gotta do, Smoothie. What I gotta do is get like meats and rices and fire. That's all you gotta do. Oh, drinks. So many drinks. So no thank you. Video game consoles get pretty hot. I think they should make the video game consoles make you instantly win. Especially if they're like newer video game consoles. My computer like freaking heats up my room by like 5 degrees. I think they should be considered hotter. Just an opinion. Epiphany, if you will. Yay! Okay, I did it! Wow! Even near what I wanted it to end. Sweet. Computer running Minecraft shaders. Yeah. Imagine having a computer running Minecraft shaders streaming in 1080p, and having everything going on at once in a Discord call. That would be one hot room. Wow, I did it though. Hell yeah. I thought it was going to take 5 more years, as I said. I'll just keep going until I get it. But it worked out this time. Can we please get... It is so hot. Hmm? You made this a katamari. And the time is... rather pedestrian. Well, so are you, motherfucker. So are you. Is the heat from food things or cooking things? Now scoring. Have a bucket of sand ready. Crunch. Woof. Why is sand? 98. Well, it's there. And there it is. That's literally 2 points away from an A+. No, it is an A+. That's Sherman for you. Never uncomfortably hot. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's peacock feathers! The present. Let's try again. No, not try again to me. We can tell you miss classic Katamari mode. Luckily, your wish is our big favor. Oh! I didn't have classic Katamari for this version? Wow, I didn't know that. Did I not get all the classic Katamari modes? Interesting. Hell yeah, we're getting close. I almost have every present. Not yet, though. We're getting there. Someday I'll complete this game, but as the game implies, I will probably be playing this game forever, so whenever I feel like it, honestly. So, thank you all so much for hanging out, and let's go check out these peacock feathers and end stream. Okay. They're the body, I assume. Oh, this is how the thunder drums look like. They're like the god. Cool. Yeah! Yeah, no, I'm permanently keeping these on. I don't care who they're on. Oh yeah, that's just neat. How do they look on the Beyond? No, you're not Beyond. Peacock! Everyone peacock feathers. Does it change with people or is it just the same? Oh, I think it's just the same. How unfortunate. Oh! No! It changes for Kyun? Hold on. I need to try it on Mag and Princess. No, does it change on Mag? Doesn't change on the Ninja. Doesn't change on Dipper. What about Love? Oh, not Love. Surely it changes on the Princess. No, but I like how she looks with it. Wait. Oh, no, wait, no, that just refreshes the room. Oops. Oh, no, Slip's still here. You're exactly what I wanted to try it on. Is it? Oh, no. Well, one could argue it's already flat. Why did it change it for them? They're like the only person that changed with it. Huh. The Ichigo. Wow, it was only them that had it in monochrome. That was interesting. Oh, also this is the one that you get from the cryptic puzzle that I was talking about before. La La La. Yeah, they're the one you get from the cryptid puzzle. I want to see what Dangle looks like on it, and then I'll leave. I'll leave it on Dangle. That's about what I expected. I like Huey. He was just... They're trying to survive. Yeah, I still don't know why I did that. That was weird. Okay. I guess I'll leave it off on Princess so I know which file it is, and we're going to be going from there. So thank you everyone so much for coming and watching me do the Katamaris. And I hope you have a great day. It's been a lot of fun. So tomorrow I should be here with the last story. I don't think work will kick my butt. Because it's a Wednesday. So we should be pretty good. And thank you for being around, May. I appreciate you being around for the stream. And thank you too, Carb. And everyone else who was lurking. It was a good time. Now, let me see if anyone else is streaming, because I don't know who else ended, but I know a lot of people started around the time I started doing things. I also just love the song, so I'm going to leave it on here for a second. Da, 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 da. This might have been one of the things that really got me to like keyboard. Like, honestly. Let's see here. What else is... Oh, right, I never actually did that. Every time it confuses me. Every time. Without fail. Oh, no, that's my music. I want Twitch. Okay. There's still a couple of people streaming right now. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna check out on the two streams to see if either of them are going to bed, because yeah. Let me see though. Probably get the music on, but I like having this one right now. I just feel like it's neat. You know, I don't get... You know what? I haven't rated this one in a while. Right? Don't know if I have. But I definitely know that Apples has raided before and been here before. Let's go see Apples. Got the mighty on the wings. God, I just want this music in the background of my head, like, constantly. Let me put on background music, and then let's put to the ending screen, and then we'll rate Apples. Yeah, let's do that. I will shout out her in a second here. Ooh, this fun song. Less relaxing, but still fun. Okay. There we are. Okay. So... let's go over and say hi to Digital Apples. It sounded like she wasn't ending just yet, but I'm not sure because her stream title the whole day has been... it included EP. But yeah, she was playing Tarkov like usual. I just want to say hi because... she's just really sweet. Yeah, let's go there. Probably going to be going between Digital Apples and Rosie, though, I feel. So here's Apples. Very sweet. Plays Tarkov. Sometimes talks. Every once in a while plays another game. I remember once she started Pokemon. But she does a lot of Tarkov, sometimes draws and or talks or whatever. So yeah. Yeah. Let me pull that back up again. and we'll be ready to raid. I think if we were to do a raid message, you know, should we reference that gamer girls aren't real or something like that? Like King of the Cosmos says gamer girls aren't real. I don't know what to do that would be a good message, but I find it really, I don't know. That definitely was a part that surprised me. Say that much. I don't know. How about... Okay. My brain rot's going, so I'm just gonna do gamer girls. That's all I'm gonna do as a reference. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't know what else to do. That's the closest I can think of that would be like short, succinct, and good. So I'm gonna go with that. So if you want to join in, you can. But I highly suggest you check out Apples. She's pretty cool. A cool intersex alpaca VTuber. Yeah, okay. But yeah, let me go over. So thank you everyone so much for coming along. I hope you stay around and you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being around. I hope that you enjoy yourselves. Oh, I need to post to Twitter what the schedule for the week would be. I didn't do that. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for coming. Katamari was fun. I should do more Katamari again. I'll fit in whenever, just like pinball. I'll like do that in pinball every once in a while. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely day and take care of yourselves, okay? Okay. See you everyone, do well. Oh, also, shout out to Rosie, because she's also streaming and I was going to go between her too. But I was just rating Apples. I will definitely be rating Rosie again someday. But I just wanted to shout it out because I'm going to go there later. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye, everyone.